Hello eager learners! In this video, I'll be sharing some tips on how you can create great content and communicate your message effectively. Whether you are sharing information online for business or personal use, you will generally want to communicate your message and findings appropriately, citing your sources accordingly. This video introduces the skills involved in planning and drafting information. When planning to create new content, there are some factors to be taken into consideration before it can be published and distributed. These factors include purpose, amount of detail, target audience, language, style and format. Let's go through each of these factors individually. 1. Purpose. Consider the purpose of the information, whether it is to persuade, inform, or give an opinion. Determining the purpose of information will affect how the data is collated and prepared, as well as the language and style of writing. For example, the layout and approach to creating an informative piece with academic purposes are vastly different from the informal style of blogs and opinion pieces on websites. 2. Amount of detail. The amount of detail may range from a short email confirming an opinion to a long video designed to advertise a product. The depth may also range from a top-level overview to a detailed description and analysis. The time available for information delivery is also an important factor when considering the amount of detail that should be provided. 3. Target audience. It is important to know the level of existing knowledge and expectations of the target audience to avoid oversimplifying or overcomplicating the information. For example, when writing in an academic setting, it is often encouraged to write as though the reader will have a limited understanding of the topic, and what they read in an academic essay or journal will be the basis of their knowledge. In contrast, an informational piece for a magazine or dedicated blog will be written with the viewpoint that the reader has an understanding and interest in the subject and will not need an as extensive introduction to the piece. 4. Format. The target audience will influence the format used. For example, visual media may be more appropriate for some, whereas text-based information may be more appropriate for others. This will also depend on the platform used to publish the information, as, for example, not all websites will be suitable for sharing detailed analytical information. 5. Language. Considerations include the level of language and whether specific terminology should be used. Academic journals or informative pieces will require a higher standard and technicality of writing than a blog post. For example, acronyms and scientific terminology may be suitable for a technical audience, but not for other groups. It is advisable to always introduce names, concepts, terminologies, and other terms in full before shortening to acronyms or shorthand versions. 6. Style. The format chosen and the target audience will influence the style approach. Some educational institutions and even some websites use a particular style guide or template to ensure that the writing style used in their publication is appropriate and consistent. If available, you should follow this. If a formal style guide does not exist, you should aim to present your content in a way that is typical for its type. For example, use a formal structure and language with citations for an academic article, but a more informal language for a blog post. We hope this video is beneficial and useful for you. Remember to always be informed, be alert, be a tech-ready citizen. For more tech tips, look out for other related videos on this website.